You juggalos out there, wipe that clown makeup off your faces.
Cast the monstrosities of the world.
Well,
I used to date Levy.
no kidding.
We are back. It's the notorious ATB, and I've got my good buddy from the Sharpshooters Juicebox with me tonight. We're going to talk some wrestling. You know, it's been a while since we've been together. Usually we've got our lesser halves partaking, but I cut mine off entirely, and I pulled him away for the night. So, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, this is the A show.
For sure, this is the A team.
This is the established A show. Everybody knows that. But
yeah, this is
hello out there. Hello out there, all you juggalos and juggalettes. It is I, the Juggabox. I'm here until 5 for all of you to bask in all the glory of the Sharpshooters. We air live, by the way, every Thursday night over on Twitch. Just go over there, check us out at 7 p.m. The Sharpshooters. We talk weekly about the week that was in wrestling, and we have a bunch of random ranking games that we play every week. About an hour-long show, so it's a good time.
I love the promotion, and I love the shout out to the Juggalos and the Juggalettes. I do find it hilarious that the time that your stream goes live is the exact same time that the newest episodes of Lunacy start.
Well, I don't know to say about that. Maybe we'll do a little collab watch along. Who knows?
Here's the thing. Those JCW episodes are up all week. They're pre-recorded. So, you know, you can watch Juicebox live.
We're live, baby. That's how we roll. Either way, Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. Appreciate being on.
My pleasure. And our first segment tonight, we're busting straight into the Till 5 time machine.
Let's do it.
And we're going back to Cleveland, Ohio, October 6, 2006. Nearly 20 years later, we are having our first female survival of the fittest with ROH. So I figured let's go back in time to a vintage ROH that is available on YouTube for everybody. They want to watch it. Started off, I liked the Matt Sydal and Davey Richards match. I thought it was a fun one.
Man, like, all right. So I can say this. The theme is for every single match on this card. I miss so many of these people. Like, I miss so much of this talent. I get it's been 20 years and things happen and life goes on. But man, like,
this company was special.
This was like, for me, I've been a fan for a long time of wrestling. This was like the prime time for me. This is probably the fondest I'll ever look back on wrestling.
So were you
were
you attending the ROH shows in 06?
Yes. So for me, I got into Ring of Honor the end of 2005. Like the middle 2005. And basically right when Punk was about to leave is when I got into it. I didn't even know Ring of Honor was a thing. It was all WWE for me. Like, I didn't know other stuff. I heard of TNA, never watched
changing
it.
event, isn't it?
Oh my god! And I went to the show because it was at Sports Plus right by my house, and like Mick Foley was there, Styles was there. That was the hook. And the first person that comes out is Punk with the Ring of Honor title and signs the WWE contract on it. That was my first impression.
Sign of dishonor. Okay.
Yep, that was my first show. So either way, I've been a fan of Ring of Honor from 05 to 08. That's like my prime time. I was going every other month. I was going to a Ring of Honor show.
I fucking hate you.
Living in New York, that'll do it. Either New York or Long Island. Sometimes I went to Jersey shows, sometimes Philly shows. But this show I did not go to. This was in Chicago, I believe. So I did not attend it. Cleveland, thank you. I did not attend it live, but I went to the show right before it, which I believe was Glory by Honor 5 Night 2.
Yes.
But man, okay, back to the show though itself, because I wanted to set some groundwork there.
No worries, man. Watching it back reminded me how much I loved this company when I found it in 07, 08 is when I got into it.
That was still a good time. That was still good stuff. It was around the end of 08 when Gabe left is when I felt it kind of started. When the HD Net deal came in, it started going a little down. I was still with it for a while, but continue.
Yeah. I hung in. I hung in for a couple of years there, but then probably 2011 is when I started cutting. Well, no, 2012 is when I started cutting back,
Yeah.
and then by 2014 I completely checked out of the product. I wish that I had seen like Rush's run, but opening match of this show is Matt Sydal and a very young Davey Richards.
Solid, classic Ring of Honor opener. Just awesome styles with them. Davey being the stiff striker, Sydal being the high flyer. It was great. It was awesome. I loved it. It was great. Set the tone. Crowd was crazy into it. Sydal with the win. At that point, I think Davey was still kind of new and young. He wasn't with the Wolves yet with Eddie, I believe.
I think he was a young boy to Kenta at this point, wasn't he?
Yeah. At this point, late 06, yeah. But great opener. I loved it.
Then we get Delirious and Jimmy Rave, a wrestler that was taken way too soon.
I know.
I wish that I could have helped him out when he messaged me years ago on Facebook, but I just couldn't financially. He was trying to sell some stuff, and I just couldn't. But I was a Jimmy Rave fan. I thought he was a hell of a worker. I liked the Rock and Rave connection in TNA, even.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It was funny. But this version of Jimmy Rave, a much more serious Jimmy Rave, against Delirious, who, if you've not seen Delirious, you need to go back and see Delirious. He's delirious. You can't really adequately describe Delirious, I don't feel like.
It's a great mash of styles again with these two. It was a nice kind of step back from the opener where you kind of breathe and laugh a little bit. It's Delirious in 2006. I mean, he's doing his crazy run around babble thing. It's over. The crowd's going ba ba ba. Awesome.
Delirious was. I had honestly forgotten how much fun it was to watch him, and I like the IWA connection with Delirious and Matt Sydal here.
Oh yeah,
because
and who doesn't? Sorry,
you're good.
No, the IWA connection, you're right. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but these two fought, I believe, Delirious's first match in Ring of Honor was against Sydal, playing off of that relationship, and it came to play later on because Sydal beat Davey, and like we said, like we're about to say now, Delirious beat Jimmy Rave here, which I think at the time made sense because I believe the embassy was kind of like in disarray at this time. Nana wasn't there on purpose, they mentioned. So
they mentioned that like post show that Cornette had like punished him or some shit.
Yeah.
But we get into the third match of the night. Austin Aries and Christopher Daniels. Another really great match. It felt longer to me than the others. But it is that era of ROH where you can't help but after 3 or 4 matches, to me, you kind of need a break. You need a rest.
Call me crazy, dude, but like maybe that's why I still am the way I am today. But like I always loved it. I never felt burnt out. This is what I wanted. This was the good stuff. I never hated it. I never got like I needed a breather. So for me, like I was like, give me more. Let's go. I could watch 8 matches just like these first 3 and be fine. I get variety on a card, yes, but yeah, I don't know, man. I loved it.
I think that if you have nothing but 15 to 20 minute bangers, they all start to run together.
I get it. I do get it, but I think maybe because at this time in my life, as a lapsed WWE fan, this was just hitting for me as like the thing that I was missing from like 02 to 05, where I was that's all for me at least. I had
found TNA as my alternative at that point.
Yeah.
So it was a little different. I feel like we got the break that we needed in the next match with Cornette coming out and running his mouth for a little bit. And the tag team style added to Survival of the Fittest was a nice twist.
I agree. I kind of forgot about that. And I was like, oh, we're doing a tag match. And then I realized it was a qualifier. And yeah, I think it's very creative. I liked it a lot. And I think they should do that more. Obviously, let's talk about also the fact of the format of Survival of the Fittest.
I was just getting ready to say, we need to go back to doing it all in one day.
Thank you. Like same thing with King of the Ring. Like tournaments got to be in one night.
Well, you
Earn it
can
in one night.
you
Like
can
win the
do
3
this.
matches, win the 2 matches.
You can do like quarters, semis, and finals of King of the Ring in one night. Sure.
Oh yeah.
But they're not the whole tournament.
Well, these days with WWE, that's kind of what the tournament is. They don't do more than like 8 people anyway. But there was one year King of the Ring, I think they did do the 16 field in one night. I could be wrong on that. Someone can correct me, but I think they did do a 16 field one night in a pay-per-view. Either way, I digress.
I would be fine with if you wait till the final 4 and put that on the pay-per-view. But survival of the fittest, the point of the damn name is it's the survival of the fittest. So you should have to work through multiple matches.
100%. Yes.
Yeah. So
I love the match.
To win. I honestly haven't watched a Briscoes match since Jay died.
I get it.
Yeah. So it was really nice. I think it was better for me to go back to that era of ROH instead of a more recent one.
Sure.
Because it doesn't look like the same person. It's easier, to digest. Back then, Mark and Jay looked just alike. So
yeah, I get it. They didn't really come into their like personality yet.
Yeah,
and even back then, they didn't need it. Like, they're still just so good even back then. And like, props to Mark and Strong, and even Homicide, man, they all freaking killed it. It was good stuff.
Homicide, who popped up at GCW one night only at the arena this past week.
Man, what a show!
Ruckus got inducted into the ECW Arena Hall of Fame. That was cool.
Good for him. Good for him.
I enjoyed Ruckus in ROH even. There's another person who popped in.
Me too. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe.
Crazy. It just casually dropped this match halfway into the show. And you're like, that's how good this roster was during this time. Like, I really do think, even compared to AEW's roster now, like as a total roster, I think this roster is probably the best ever. It's so good.
I couldn't remember who won most of the matches here. Intentionally, and that's intentionally. Like, I didn't want to pick something I knew everything that was going to happen. So I loved the 20-minute time limit, the 5 more minutes. Did you catch the commentary talking about Danielson's attire?
Yeah. Funny you mentioned that. So earlier in the night, Aries kind of said the same thing. So I think there must have been something wrong with luggage where people's like gear got taken, because Aries had to use a bunch of gear from other people. Danielson, I forget if they said it was somebody else's gear or his old gear, because he used to wear the blue, but
they said it was like an old school look for him. And watching him there, looking back on it now, because when I watched it in 2008, probably was the first time I saw this show.
Okay.
I was not like near the adult that I am nowadays, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I was 21, 22 maybe.
Okay.
And Bryan Danielson, I hated him. Hated him. Thought he was the most boring son of a bitch to watch.
I gotta go.
So watching it now, I'm like, damn, he was so good.
So just to give you a little quick tidbit. So my second ever Ring of Honor show, my first time ever seeing Bryan Danielson was Glory by Honor 4, where he won the title beating James Gibson. So again, like my first show, Punk, second show, Danielson, kind of shows you why they're kind of up there with me with Kurt Angle. It was a hell of a first impression.
Yeah, both. Well, Danielson's up there for me too.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love Punk, but he's not up there. Yeah, it's a different style. But Danielson here reminded me, like, looks and some of his style. He reminded me of the Brunos and the Harley Races even.
I get it.
So it was cool to see that.
Oh yeah.
Just him and Joe, 20-minute time limit. Joe wants 5 more minutes. The fans want 5 more minutes. Danielson
didn't get it.
Kiss his ass.
Get out of here, hit the bricks. See you next time. And also the good thing about that is neither qualify, which makes the main event now, instead of 6 people, 5. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there.
It's okay.
And then we get a really fun tag team title match with Hero and Claudio. Love Chris Hero. Yeah, I would love nothing more than to see him pop back up.
Same.
Against Colt Cabana and Jimmy Jacobs.
With Lacey. Can't forget
With
Lacey.
Lacey, yes. And I want to point out how much I love the character development of Jimmy Jacobs here.
Oh, yeah.
From the Ballad of Lacey to this, to knowing where he goes in ROH.
With the Project 161, Age of the Fall stuff. Yep.
That was my introduction to Jimmy Jacobs was Man Up.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's a very fair time. Yep.
Yeah, like that was my introduction to the Briscoes. Because I bought a bunch of random DVDs on their website on Black Friday. I was like, I'm going to try these guys out because WWE's awful right now.
Hell yeah. And you know what made these shows so good? Just going back about Ring of Honor in general, like they weren't really wrestling for TV. Like the only way you knew these results, you had to be on the forums hitting refresh over and over again just to see who won the match when someone reported it, texted it in. Like there was no
ROH message board.
Yeah, dude. Like they're not not taping it for TV or commercial breaks or pay-per-view. They were just for the love of the game, man. All right, sorry. I love this time period.
It was a great time period to be a fan.
This was a warm hug of a show to watch. I loved, and even the tag match was great. Good stuff.
Cabana was great in this match.
I cannot believe, like, out of everybody, that Colt and Matt Sydal, they're as far as I know, they're both still signed to AEW.
Yeah, I think Seidel's out hurt.
Yeah, but it's been like 20 years. Like I get they're older, but like they should be on TV, man. They are entertaining.
They should be doing something. Dude. I don't.
It's so frustrating. But yeah, this was Kings of Wrestling first tag title defense, I believe. I think they just won them on the show prior.
Yeah, they had just beat Aries and Robin.
Yeah, so there were never like crazy stakes here, but still a fun tag title match, a nice first defense. And BJ Whitmer came out afterwards, brawled with Jacobs for a little bit, pushed him off. So that was still kind of percolating.
Yeah, we were building to that broken ankle horror show.
Crazy spot. But continue.
Yeah. Then we get to the main event. The title of the show is Survival of the Fittest. Survival of the Fittest is only 5 men this time because of the time limit draw earlier. First elimination is Jay Briscoe eliminating Austin Aries.
After the Doomsday Device.
Yes.
Classic.
And then Seidel manages to eliminate both Briscoes. And not remembering who won this, I was like, I kind of want Seidel to win this.
Yep.
But Delirious pulls off the win here and then gives a speech to the crowd. And it's all
and I know he's doing the TNA booking thing now, but even Delirious, man, like, he'd be so. I miss so many of these people, bro. Well, this show is so good.
Here's the great thing about this: I watched this show, and my wife was in the room. When Delirious comes on, she goes, "Who's this?"
Yeah, that's what you want.
Okay, this is the person we need on TV. If casual people are turning around and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Overall, out of 5, what do you give it, Juice?
Here's the thing. As much as I love the show, I'm not gonna go crazy and glaze it or whatever. For Ring of Honor standards, I'd say it's out of 5. I'd give it a 4 and a quarter. Because obviously Ring of Honor shows there's a high standard there, especially during.
I was thinking 3.5, 4 for an ROH show. That's yeah.
And again, I'm being nostalgic watching it, going, "Oh my god!" But like, it was a solid show. It was a fun time. So nice in a bubble, Survival of the Fittest. And I remember Delirious winning it because I know this was during the Ring of Homicide time when he was basically like guaranteed to win it from Danielson by final battle with the way things were kind of projecting. So I remember Delirious. Yeah.
See, I wasn't watching I got through all this even by picking up DVDs after I became a fan. I was one of these people that had to go and buy all of them I could find. That was the beauty of ROH back in the day.
You see that thin rack? Where is it? That thin rack, all right there.
Yeah,
that's every Ring of Honor show I've ever been to. Just a whole thing of them. I love them. All right.
I've got most of mine in binders, but I'm not sure. Like some of them are scattered at this point.
Yeah.
I do know that one of my good friends lost my copy of Return Engagement.
Pain.
So
it's probably hard to find any of those now, man.
I know.
There's no
Yeah.
market for them. Like no one's selling. That's brutal.
No, now if you're going to buy an ROH DVD, they're like $50 on eBay.
Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully,
Those are-
Tony Khan can work out some way of getting ROH rebuilt and back to its old glory. He's got the roster for it.
We don't have time for that. I could go on. I have thoughts about it. It's really unfortunate. I agree with you, man. Ring of Honor, there's so much potential, bro.
Well, you know, if anybody watching is currently working on rebuilding their home, perhaps they should go see my sponsor at Stover's Liquidation. Located at 481 Tulsa Road in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. You can call them at 865-523-4449 or go by and see them from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They're available 24 hours online at www.stoversliquidation.com, or you can go by and see them at their other location at 452 West Broad Street in Cookeville, Tennessee. Both locations are closed on Sunday. You can call them in Cookeville at 931-526-2591 and make sure to tell them that Till 5 sent you.
Can I just tell you something, ATB? If I lived in Tennessee, I'd call them.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not. I'm from the Northeast. Sorry.
Yeah,
but
I know I have seen a lot of their Facebook posts about like their flooring deals right now. They had a really good deal a while back on tile backsplashes for like kitchens and stuff.
That's all you want in life.
And they were about $1.50 cheaper than Lowe's for the same stuff. So
there you go.
Now, Juice, one of the things that I really enjoy is when you get to ranting about stuff that you don't particularly like.
Oh no.
So I wanted to let you have a soapbox moment here this week. Because I feel like you've probably got something to say about all the celebrities in pro wrestling.
So I'm not as mad or angry about the idea of celebrities in wrestling as a whole as you'd think. There's a place for celebrities in wrestling. I'm fine with it. Like, it's okay. I'd rather have, and anybody that knows me is probably going to be like, he's lying, but I'm not. I'd rather have what the guest host era of Raw was with celebrities than what we have now, where they're getting so long-term ingrained into stories and matches and moments. Like, it's okay to have a moment where Hugh Jackman shows up and punches Zack Ryder to promote, what was it? Ready Steel? What was that movie?
Real Steel.
Real Steel, thank you.
Yeah, I like the movie.
That's fine. Like, you know, Bob Barker showing up to do a Price is Right segment with Jericho or whatever. That's fine. Beaker is the Muppets being backstage with shame. In a bubble, they're fine. I don't mind that. But it gets so, like, you just get beat up when it's like Bad Bunny is fighting Damian Priest in a street fight in Puerto Rico, or even Johnny Knoxville fighting Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, which I love the match, but like, do it on SmackDown. Like,
well, I don't have an issue with it at WrestleMania as much as I do at Backlash. But like WrestleMania has always relied on the celebrities. Mr. T.
Not in matches. I mean, again, Mr. T, WrestleMania 1. You needed
WrestleMania 1 from the beginning.
Okay, but it was the first one. You had to sell tickets. You had
to WrestleMania 2.
My point being, okay, listen, you can put Mr. T, fine. All right. I'm not saying the idea of celebrities is wrong, but it's the point of just now with like I Show Speed and like Jelly Roll and all this. Like, I get the idea of celebrities different. It's too much. It's taking spots from wrestlers that can have opportunities in matches where, like, you know, hell, the whole freaking Pat McAfee story just now, if the reports are true, that was originally supposed to be Aleister Black. And they changed the story and made it Pat McAfee. And look at Aleister Black now, fired.
Yeah, and McAfee's gone.
Like, but that's my problem. Like, they're it's too much.
McAfee, I will agree with you on. I didn't have an issue with Jelly Roll being inserted, given the history with Orton, and it being that quick of a thing at WrestleMania. Like that, and I don't think McAfee should have showed back up. I think that should have been the end of McAfee, right there.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many things with it. It's hard to like Yeah, I'm trying to think of the right way to kind of just put everything. I think I kind of made my case already kind of clear. Like, there's a place for these people to be around, but it's become like, Jelly Rolls show up once for a moment, and then that moment should live kind of in the lexicon of wrestling forever, and that's it.
I would prefer I like the Mike Tyson WrestleMania. We built to it, had his moment.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, that's fine, because
if we had left Jelly Roll with the one-off at SummerSlam, I'd have been cool with it. I didn't need Jelly Roll to pop back up.
They don't go away.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. We don't need them. We don't need them in storylines.
Exactly, and I don't know Jelly Roll's music. I'm not really a fan or hater of his in any way in that regard. But like, when I see the comments,
Jelly Roll's kind of a poser, anyways. He hops from genre to genre.
Okay.
Now I know he's really playing the country Christian music card a lot. Okay. But a couple of years ago, he was featured on ICP tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So, you tell me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he seems like a genuine good dude from what I've seen.
He's probably a very nice person, but
now
he's doing hot genres.
Yeah, on 2 different occasions now, once after SummerSlam and once after Mania, he's gone on the record saying something to the extent of, "Oh, I shouldn't be here," or, "Oh, I don't want to win. I should lose," or, "I shouldn't even be around." It's like, okay, dude, you can play the humble act after the fact and you've gotten your bag, but you're still showing up and taking this time and moments away. So, like, I don't really care for that whole speech. Like, he's going to show up again and they'll do the same thing. "Oh, I shouldn't really be here. I'm going to take a break or time away." But, and then look what happens when you got instances with, like, Travis Scott.
Yeah, that was his name. I was going to say, we did that was prime example of not needing them.
An iconic moment of John Cena turning heel, which, went to shit after, but the moment itself, he's forever ingrained in that moment. He's on a trading card with the moment, and then he disappears after the fact because he didn't want to play ball. It killed everything. So whatever, man. That's why you don't do it. All right, soapbox over.
I agree. Let's keep them out of storylines.
Yeah, that's all. I don't mind celebrities in wrestling. This is it's got to be a time and place at a very limited scale.
So pretty much everybody I have talked to lately has shit on one moment except for you.
Which one? Oh.
Because you love Darby.
Yes.
Most of my friends, viewers, most of us don't care for Darby. So
yeah, and I can get it. I don't know if you want to go first or I'll go, whatever.
Dude, it's all you. You need to, because I've aired my grievances. I will admit his matches with Tommaso Ciampa and Brody King were awesome. But I still say that I don't think that Darby should have beat MJF as quick as he did. And I don't think that Darby, I think he should have got it a year ago if he was going to get it. He needed built up more as a regular AEW performer. Go ahead.
So, those 2 points you just said, I 100% agree with you.
Oh.
I do. I do agree with you. He should have. Obviously, the Mount Everest thing poo-pooed a lot of stuff. Because he was supposed to be around, and he should have been the guy. He should have been the one to dethrone Mox, not Paige. I think Paige's reign was a complete bust, a waste of time. We're finally back on track afterwards now with with MJF and then Darby now. But yes, so booking aside of like the nitty-gritty of how they did what, when, why that night when Darby won, as someone that's a huge fan of Darby, like, I just turned off my podcaster brain and said, you know what? I love Darby. He's my guy. I'm happy for him that he won. And if I can't be happy now that my guy is the champion, why am I even watching wrestling? Well, nitpick be damned, but that's all I'm saying is, like, I like him. He's my favorite AEW wrestler. I think him and Ospreay right now are probably the top 2 AEW guys for me.
So logistically, you can see why everybody was complaining.
Of course. Booking wise, yeah. Listen, if you want to nitpick, you can go back and watch my episode with the Sharpshooters live Thursdays at 7 p.m. on Twitch. But it was kind of rushed out of nowhere. They built it up all night. I mean, once you saw Sting, you knew they were doing it.
Once the match was announced, I knew they were doing it.
Yeah, but like I didn't like that he won it that quick. There was doubt. I had doubt until Sting, honestly. I had doubt.
See,
that he would
I
do it.
really, as soon as they announced the match, I was like, oh, he's going to win. And then he's crying in his promo, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
great.
No, I thought MJF could, because MJF had already kind of killed Omega and Page and their like hype and momentum of getting it. So I was like,
And that's part of the reason it pissed off a lot of people online.
yeah. Well, and look, I mean, if I recall, this was the next show after the Omega match. You would have been better off doing this the night after a death match, but that's not, again, that's nitpicking the creative and the story. I still think the payoff here, my biggest hang up was that I did not want Darby to win it for a shock moment the week of Mania, only to lose it back a month later at Double or Nothing in MJF's hometown of Queens, where he would potentially, MJF would get cheered and Darby would get booed. That was my biggest concern. Now, with the way things are going, I'm starting to think that what they're going to do is Darby's going to beat MJF at Double or Nothing. I think Darby keeps talking about MJF put something on the line if you want this. I think Darby's kind of getting MJF to get into the Page situation, where MJF's going to do the same thing Page did. He's going to say if he doesn't win, he's never challenging for the belt ever again. Then you're going to end up with MJF and Page in the same situation. And you can even have Page cross MJF. I don't know. Either way, they're both in the same situation. And as far as I recall, it's nothing in writing about Page never getting it. It's a handshake deal or a verbal agreement that Page made. They can easily do a storyline where Page and MJF feud with each other, and they're canceling each other out. They can fight and make a stipulation or an agreement where like one of us have got to give to like get the stipulation off the fight, and they can release it. That's where I think it's
contenders match of sorts.
Something, yeah. They'll find a way to make.
Put him at the finals of the Owen.
Was that?
Put him at the finals of the Owen.
Yeah, maybe. I think Omega Ospreay is the finals for the Owen, but that's the thing. I think Darby makes it exciting because now with All In, everybody was really like, oh, Omega Ospreay or oh, Ospreay MJF. That's the match. Those are the matches. Now we don't know, and that's what I want. I'd rather that in wrestling, a little bit of unpredictability. So Darby makes it exciting. I don't expect a long range from Darby. I don't expect him to make it to All In. I just want him to make it at Double or Nothing because I'm selfishly going and I want him to win. But
I hope that you get those press passes you had mentioned applying for.
Yes, that too. I did apply for press pass.
I applied for some for Collision in Cincinnati. So hey, let's see if we've gotten there.
When's Collision in Cincy? How close?
June.
Okay, so it's after. What I will tell you in the past, because I've applied before for Forbidden Door and Grand Slam and World's End, even though every time so far has been a denial. Denial. Thank you. They haven't responded with that denial until like the week of. So okay. Just be ready for that. I don't know if approvals are sooner, but usually like I wouldn't hear back about a denial until like the week of the show.
Okay, fair enough.
Fingers crossed. Hey, anybody from AEW, if you are watching, I did apply, and I'd love to come and attend and ask some questions of good taste.
Well, that's the difference for me and you. Yours is a pay-per-view, so yeah, it would be a little different. Mine, it wouldn't necessarily be interviewing. I would just be there and maybe get to ask some questions and promote it on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, by all means, get me an AEW person on this show and I'll interview.
Oh, of course.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah. So overall, I'm happy with Darby. I love the way the reign's going. This is how it should be. Foot on the gas, defense every week. And it will burn. It will burn in his face. It will burn up on him, and he'll lose eventually. I think he'll beat Kevin Knight, obviously. I think next week he'll probably fight Andrade. And then I think at Double or Nothing, he'll fight MJF, and I think he'll win. I don't think he'll hold it longer after that. But
you know what I would like to see be a nice curveball in all this?
What?
Andrade beat him for it. Before Double or Nothing. And do a triple threat at Double or Nothing.
See, I think Tony,
that'd be a fun little twist, but they're not going to do it.
No, I think understandably so. I think Tony's very aware and careful with the lineage of this title so far. Other belts, you can hot shot and do this and that, but I think he's very aware of who he wants to have this belt, and I don't think, I know I don't like Andrade, so I'm biased, but
you don't like Andrade?
I do not like Andrade at all.
I have become a fan. Someone that we are in agreement of is one of the GOATs. He ended up winning our first GOAT, Kurt Angle.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to talk top 5 matches in our opinions of Kurt Angle. And this is kind of a nice way to mention that we're going to run back the GOAT.
Nice.
In June. I haven't picked a specific date for it yet. I've got to figure out everybody's clearances, like what days y'all are good for.
Sure.
I do know that you're not the only Twitch streamer joining me for this one.
Ooh.
My new friends, Parky Streams from Scotland, will also be joining me.
Ooh, Scotland people. Nice.
Yes. And Noelle Harlow from Hatchets and Honeys, Vito LaGrasso's wife, will be joining us as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going worldwide with this one. I want to get some new talent in to come in and argue. I'm not even going to be picking people. I'm hosting.
Let's do it. All right.
So,
nice.
Juice, what do you consider the number 5 top Kurt Angle match?
So let me ask you this. First off, are you giving a 5 as well, or is this just my 5?
We will give 5s apiece. So I will give one as well.
Okay. So this is,
and we may agree. I don't really care what order they're in. So if you just want to give
well,
one.
I was just about to say, minus my number 1. These are all kind of just all up there. Angle is absolutely my GOAT. As much as I love Danielson and Punk and Darby and everyone we've talked about so far tonight, Angle's the guy. He's my guy. I love him. He's so good. I think he was the perfect bridge for me going from like Attitude Era WWE into Ring of Honor, like discovering him midway through all of that. I was like, damn, that's the kind of stuff I like in terms of like in the ring and being entertained.
Fair.
Either way, I'll start off. My number 5 is Angle versus Samoa Joe, at TNA Genesis. This was the debut match for Kurt Angle in TNA after leaving WWE. This is the match where Angle beat Joe, ended Joe's streak, his winning streak. Angle's got a great TNA collection, and unfortunately, this is the only one on my top 5, but it's the best. Yeah, I went with this one, Angle versus Joe for me.
Matching that energy, I'm going to go Angle versus Wolf at Turning Point. 2009, I loved it. The Desmond Wolf, aka Nigel McGuinness, loved his TNA run, especially the matches with Kurt Angle. I feel like those were some of the best matches of both men's careers. So that's one of my top 5 for sure.
Awesome. Next up for me at number 4, I have King of the Ring 2001, Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon.
Agreed.
Awesome. I mean, the Olympic slam off the top rope with the wooden plank used on the top rope as a base. Always loved that spot. And then of course, the glass. I mean, how many times did he put him through or try to put him through? With
I think he tried 3 times through that one. He tried to suplex him twice and then just threw him head first into it finally.
Just awesome stuff. I loved it. Just great stuff. And I liked Shane wrestling when he was wrestling way back then. He made it count when he fought everybody, but that was good stuff, man. So good.
I'm sure this one's probably on yours as well. Royal Rumble 2003. Or are you an anti-Benoit guy?
I'm not anti-Benoit by any means, but it's not in my top 5.
Oh, God, I love the Royal Rumble match. Well,
for the record, not anti-Benoit by wrestling means.
Yeah,
I said any means. I want to make sure I clarify.
Well, yeah, like we both can separate the artist from the art.
I'm just saying though, yes, strictly, yes, you get it. Continue.
Yeah, for me, I think that the Royal Rumble match between Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle, 2003, that was one of the best matches he ever had.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's one everybody needs to go back and see. And that's one that actually, I think, maybe top in Cage Match.
Oh, yeah, okay, on Cage Match.
It's one of the top ones on Cage Match. I don't know if it's top or not. But.
So, next up for me, my number 3 is Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, Unforgiven 2001.
The night he won the belt in Pennsylvania.
Night he won the belt in his hometown. A lot of people pick his SummerSlam match, which sure you can argue is the better match, but it ended in a DQ. And for me personally, as an Angle fan, like I've never really liked DQ endings at all, even if it feels earned or whatever. So I hated it because I wanted Angle to win the belt. And obviously, with the world being what it was at that point, 2 weeks after 9/11, at Unforgiven in his hometown, Kurt Angle won the belt.
In Pennsylvania, where 9/11 had affected everybody in that area.
So it meant a lot for the country, well, for the wrestling fans in the country, and for me, it meant a lot. It was really emotional. The match was great. Again, you can argue that the SummerSlam one's better, but yeah, just that moment meant a lot. So it's in my top 5.
What is
You're
it?
number 3. You're number 3.
My number 3?
Yeah.
I agreed with you on Shane.
Yep.
So my number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Shane was also on your top 5.
Yeah, Shane was also in my top 5. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
So then this is your number 3. You gave the Shane and the Desmond Wolf.
Shane, Desmond, Benoit.
Oh, Benoit. So this is your number 2.
Yeah. Number 2
okay.
or number 4,
sorry.
however you want to look at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working up. See, I'm working up. My apologies.
God, I had it in my head and just lost it. Oh, Rey Mysterio, SummerSlam, 2002. Was that the debut? Yeah. Short match, but loved it.
So I will jump the gun here. That is my favorite Angle match of all time. That is SummerSlam 2002. It was the opener, the greatest opening match possibly of all time, at least in SummerSlam history. And yes, I am biased because Angle won, but I'm also biased because I was there. I was at the show. Love Kurt Angle. I hate Rey Mysterio. Hated him back then. So I lost my voice by the end of this match. As short as it was, I lost it by the end of this match. I was screaming, losing my mind. And when he won, forget about it. My favorite Angle match ever, hands down.
I loved Kurt. I think probably WrestleMania 19.
That Brock?
Kurt and Eddie?
No, 20's Eddie.
20, yeah, 20. Kurt and Eddie.
Yeah. Yep.
I loved, because I think the storytelling there, even with Angle taking the loss, is probably rounds out my top 5.
That was my number 6. That was on the edge.
Yeah. The Shawn and Angle is from 21 is number 1 according to Cage Match.
That's my number 2. Angle and HBK at WrestleMania 21. So yes, that's my top 5. Is Joe, Shane, Austin, HBK, Ray. There were so many more I probably could have added. I just didn't even put on. But like that's how good his.
Well, and I would imagine that
is.
Much like the ROH, being there for the moments elevates the performer for you.
Oh, forget about it. Yeah, I mean, and again, yeah, the only one I was there for was the Angle Ray, but yeah, that's why. I mean, hell, I was there for Angle versus Corbin. You don't see that on my list, huh?
I don't think that's on anybody's list. I think it's got like a 1.7.
Unless by some chance you have a Baron Corbin retirement ranking list. It's the only way. But
no, well, I mean, he's not retired yet.
Well, I mean, like matches where Baron Corbin retired a wrestler is a joke because he beat Kurt.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Meaning
I was thinking more like
meaning there's only one.
So far,
yeah,
only one so far. See,
he's
got to get 4 more, and then we can do that as a segment.
Oh boy!
Before we do that segment, though, I think what you might need to do is contact my good friends at Green Hemp Company, because they're rolling in the foothills of the Smokies at 2560 East Andrew Johnson Highway, Suite 3 in Greenville, Tennessee. But they're also available online at greenhempcompany.com, or you can call them at 423-609-7138 and have it shipped to your door as long as it's legal in your state. They're open from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Sundays. Go by and see my good friends at Green Hemp Company, and they will take care of you with quality THC products.
I want some quality.
Some quality? Well,
yeah.
Questionable quality here because I really liked it. Till 5 Flicks, we're both big movie fans. The Condemned. I loved this movie when I saw it in theaters when it came out. I enjoyed it now. I thought that Stone Cold's one-liners were great. I liked it. I enjoyed the movie.
So, okay. So I had thought all this time I guess just because wrestling, and I'm who I am. I always thought I'd seen this movie before. I was like, oh, I've seen The Condemned. I'll rewatch it. I put it
Oh,
on. And I'm watching it. I'm like, I've never seen this movie. This is my first time watching The Condemned.
wow. Okay. This is great because you used to do like your little stunner post on Facebook.
Oh, huge Stone Cold guy.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I put the movie as one of the options when I was like, pick one of these.
Yeah. Well, and I only picked this one because the other ones look dreadful. But and I was like, well, and that was my mentality. I was like, well, I've seen The Condemned, and I'll watch it again, and I'll enjoy it, and I'll comment. And I'm watching. I'm like, holy shit, I never did see it. So the short answer, I love the movie. Is it a great movie? No, but it is enjoyable and entertaining as hell for its time.
I mean,
Like,
at
it's
this
a
point,
pretty-
I wonder how far off we are from it.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing too. It's pretty much like a Hunger Games battle royal kind of thing going on. It's not a new story or breaking any ground, but it was enjoyable. I had a great time watching it. I mean, who doesn't like seeing stereotypical? Everyone's filling their role, and you got the Latina, and you got the black guy, and you got the Asian.
You
and
mean
got the Brit?
you
I mean,
mean the Asian who happens to be really good at kung fu?
oh yeah, of course. I'm just glad he is. I'm so mad I didn't write down their names, but like
And the
everybody,
girl with curves that uses her body to seduce people?
she sucked. That girl sucked. She was the worst character. Like so dumb the whole way through. I have notes, by the way. I took notes, like just talk about this because I was in awe of like as the movie was going on. First off, Nathan Jones in it, huge pop.
Yeah.
That was great.
And Vinnie Jones in it. I like Vinnie Jones.
Oh, Vinnie Jones is excellent. Love Vinnie Jones. He's great. I guess Jeremy Piven wasn't available for the lead douchebag role of the record producer. But
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name either.
But no, the producer,
the guy from Suits.
Litt. Yeah, Louis Litt.
Yeah, I know. You're
I was like, Louis Litt's in this movie.
I love the quote, by the way, that he said. I wrote it down in quotes. This is not war. This is television. Much more complicated. 5 stars.
It's the truth.
So
it
good.
Really.
Oh man, what else did I have written down? I love that. Honestly, bold of them to do men and women. I feel like a movie today wouldn't mix them up. They wouldn't want the men and the women in there killing each other.
Well, I mean, could you imagine trying to release this movie now with a rape scene and people getting their throats slit? No.
I admired, obviously, for its time what they were doing because you don't see it anymore. So you're like, oh shit, maybe that's what made me like it more than usual because like it was doing what it was doing. But I love the Bluetooth headset product placement, by the way. Like the one character's talking like this the whole scene just to show the Bluetooth right front and center. He's like, you're all gonna be killing each other 24 hours. The camera's like circling his ear. I'm like, all right, we get it. Bluetooth headsets were a big deal.
They had to make the money back then.
Oh man,
it's not like WWE films had people beating down the doors for.
Yeah. Oh well, instantly as soon as the game starts, one of the guys tries to rape one of the girls, and I love that the girl pulls the tab to kill him and knows she has seconds to run away. Still takes the time to kick him in the balls one more time before running away. That was amazing.
Yeah. A lot of the pin pulls were questionable to me. Like I feel like he probably wouldn't have done this.
Oh, I have written in all caps here. Why did the black girl pull the tab on the guy? Like, no, she pulled her own tab or whatever. It was so dumb.
She pulled the tab on the black guy while she was giving him a massage.
Yeah, and then the guy is just sitting there, doesn't even hear the beeping until it's too late. It's like, really? Like they were both the dumbest characters in the movie. What else do we got here?
See, I went and watched this movie when it came out in theaters.
Yes, okay.
I went to the theater with my dad. We were one of like 4 people in it the day it came out. And I remember it bombing, but I remember enjoying it. I was like, why isn't anybody watching this?
I mean, it was a WWE Studios film.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't going to make any money on that front. But by the way, also, if you didn't know this, I was reading up about this movie that originally Austin was supposed to be Vinnie Jones's character. And once WWE Studios swept in and bought the rights to the film, they made Austin the main character.
Okay.
And then casted Vinnie Jones. So interesting to think that Austin was originally supposed to be the Vinnie Jones guy and be like the main kind of antagonist.
Yeah,
So,
I really liked the madness of going ahead and killing everybody at the campsite. Like, all right, so I won. All right, I'm gonna shoot you guys now too.
yeah. Also, crazy, $49.99 to rent this and watch it live. Like, that's a lot of money, even for back then. Like,
Back then, it was more than it is now. It feels like.
It's like almost twice the amount of money. Like, just to watch, like, people were, and like they're going off of subscribers versus viewers. Like, what kind of business model is this? Like, obviously, no government is like really doing anything. They're like, oh, we should do something, and they're not doing anything.
Yeah, because it's the internet.
Yeah,
it's a wild land out there.
Also, this camera crew's production crew, like, can they only see one thing at a time? They're not showing, like, they don't see Austin's plan. I know there's blind spots. They established that, but like, they're not tracking Austin at all while he's doing anything he's doing to come to their base and like mess with them. That blew my mind, but I was like, okay.
They did. That's why they dropped in the gear to Vinnie Jones to try and take care of it.
Yeah.
Of course. Come on. This is why you cast this guy who killed the person you were going to bring, first off.
Mm-hmm.
And you know nothing about him, so you make up all this shit.
Right. All right, I have two more things, and then I'm done.
Dopes.
No night vision. Like, you really expect me to believe everyone could just see this perfect lighting on this island with no lighting at nighttime? Insane. No.
But I
ain't buying that. I'm sorry.
The death of the poor camera crew that were out there just in ghillie suits. I was like, why? But
yeah.
Okay.
I got sad when they killed the technician guy. I was like, why? Like, he wanted
because he didn't want to do it anymore.
I know, but I got sad.
Yeah,
they got me. All right, the last one. This one of the dumbest quotes I've ever heard. Like, somebody must have written this in the script and thought they were fucking like spitting hot fire, and it was awful.
Oh boy!
When the news anchor is talking at the end, and she's like, "Those of us who reward them, those of us who watch, are we not the condemned?" Get the fuck out of here! Like, really?
We're literally not the condemned.
No, we're still not the condemned. They are the condemned.
That's not how being condemned works.
They thought they were being so clever putting the fucking movie title in there. I got so mad at that, but whatever. Besides that, overall, good movie. I enjoyed myself. Very entertained. Austin was not very good, though.
Apparently, Austin and Vinnie Jones played pranks on each other while filming this movie as well.
I believe it.
He put inflatable sex dolls in Vinny's trailer and hung up autographed 8x10s of himself.
Sounds right. Sounds like Austin. He's a good ball buster.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah. The tagline, of course, was "The fight is on."
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah. You couldn't have come up with something better. Like,
yeah. Are we not the condemned?
Yeah. Who are the condemned? Who is condemned? That would have worked better. Instead, we've got.
You could have just put "Give Me a Hell Yeah" on there. Everyone would be like, "All right, let's do this."
Yeah, that you would have got more people to watch it. You could have called it Stone Cold because they're all Stone Cold killers.
Yeah, there you go.
And you would have got more viewers. More tickets would have been sold.
Well, thank you for this, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm glad to introduce you to a movie you haven't seen. Yeah, I see your posts. You watch a lot of movies.
I try to.
Big props to the Love for Crime 101. I have stolen what you said about it. I agree 100%. It's like a modern day Heat.
It's very good. Crime 101 was very good. It's long, but honestly, it doesn't feel long.
I really enjoyed the Bone Temple for what it was.
I
agree. We've lost the plot on it, but it was a fun movie.
Yeah, as someone that did not like 28 Years Later at all after the first act.
Okay.
I hated Bone Temple.
See, I like all of the 28 days, like 28 weeks, 28 days, 28 years. Yeah. I like them all.
I like days and weeks, and I was digging 28 Years Later during the opening, like that first, with Aaron Taylor Johnson, his name, and the kid and running through the water. I liked that whole segment, and then it just fell off a cliff for me, and I completely just disengaged. And I hated Bone Temple in every way. Sorry.
I feel like they started writing that character and decided he needed more, the doctor. So we came up with all this other shit. It takes a lot for me to grimace during a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the shirt scene in the barn.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was a little rough.
It's just my thing was like the kid was like the heart of the 28 years later, and then he's an afterthought in the Bone Temple. Like I didn't feel any like payoff from like spending that whole first movie with him.
No, there
Nothing.
was none for
So,
Spock.
yeah, I'll still watch the next one if it happens. I'm gonna watch it because I'm a freaking completionist and then what's the word, masochist. But
I'm still waiting on that last Divergent film.
I've never seen any of those movies. They weren't really for me. They're not my thing. They're my thing.
Oh, well, they decided on the last book to split it into 2 movies, but they never made the last movie.
Those are the ones with Shailene Woodley. Is that her name, right?
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah. That's not my jam, but I respect it.
I enjoyed them. I enjoyed having you with me tonight, Juice. It's been fun.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on, being here. Hopefully, you all enjoyed the show, and I wasn't too annoying.
Yeah. Hopefully, you and Danny can pull off another big W when we run back the goat.
Oh no, please. I would never. I'm taking John Cena, Roman Reigns, Hulk Hogan, and Goldberg. That's our draft strategy. Just be ready.
Well, the deal is I got to start getting lists again so that I can narrow it down.
And now, just so I recall, if I remember you saying, is Kurt not in this tournament?
I won't count. I'm not going to bother telling everybody to not vote for Kurt. I'm not going to count them when it's time to tally. It's going to be my way of getting around that.
Okay.
So some people will have 9 votes. Yeah, and it's a cop out for myself.
That's fine. Okay.
My plan is to take a bunch of lists, narrow that down to 8, and then let Facebook decide the other 8.
Oh wow! But are you making them decide from the field, from a field, or just whoever?
Yeah, from the field.
Okay, so it's more or less still a predetermined 16. You're not leaving it to the wolves of like, oh no, Pope D'Angelo Dinero's in the tournament.
I mean, if Pope is on one person's list, he can be in the tournament.
But that's my point. If they're not on someone's list, they're not going to be in the field.
That's right. You got to be on somebody's list.
Someone's going to put D'Angelo Dinero in there now and just piss me off.
Yep, they will.
Elijah Burke, everybody.
I'll put the Pope on my list just for that now.
I mean, come on, man. All